Sorry guys, welcome. It looks like connection is still acting weird. Sorry. Greetings, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Happy Sunday. If the connection manages to work, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Here on TikTok Live at The Real Bloom from Within Love. I go by Bloomy. Welcome. The connection is a little wonky, so I don't know if we'll be able to chat for a bit like I had hoped before I get going here tonight. I wanted to come on and have a little jazz, a little relaxation, ambiance here, a little setting for you. Pretending like if you were here in my living room, right? Okay. Listening to some soothing jazz while you get ready for the night, right? So let's chat, let's talk about it. We're still in this full moon energy. If I'm not mistaken, it's either tonight or tomorrow. I think it's technically tomorrow, the 16th. But that means that the energy is really at it's kind of heightened, okay? But to kind of get in a more like soothing, calm mood, one way, first of all, breath work. Those of you who are familiar with that, right? Sometimes just cutting off all of the senses and just doing some intentional, mindful breath work. But after that, guys, it's about, okay, what can we be grateful for right now tonight? And I just wanted to come on for a few minutes before I get going and, maybe before you get going for the night, depending on where you are on the globe, of course, because it may be daytime or a whole nother get down. But let me turn this down a little bit so I don't feel like I'm yelling. Let's switch up here. Ooh, let's see that. Yeah. All right. So listen, y'all. Okay, this ain't about a teaching. It's just right now. This is, what can you be grateful for right now? Right now, man. There's got to be one thing. I mean, truly, not the pretend. What is one thing? Forget about everything. You may be saying, I have this going and that going, and I'm not happy about this and that, and this is taking me off, and it, but what is just one? Could y'all think of one? Is there one thing that you can honestly sit right now as I'm talking to you, if you're coming in on this live, that you can be grateful for, truly thankful for? Even if it's just looking at something, my son has on his father's side, he has an aunt that she's been blind, since a very early age. And I'm only using that as an example of, you're looking at technology, right? And you're looking at an image. And for me, someone like me, the simplicity of being able to create and look at the beauty and the wonders of the universe, okay? Even creation, how creative we are as human beings, colors, vibrancy, textures, contrast, lighting, how you're looking at the flickers on the screen. You see what I'm saying? For me, believe it or not, you guys, as simple as that sound, I know, but believe it or not, I'm actually grateful for that. Just to be able to look at it. Hell, I'm grateful to even have the creativity that's been gifted or granted me to access, right? To be able to take simple things and the basic things and make something of it. And not have to break your wallet with getting a decorator. And, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying I appreciate the creativity, the simplicity, the beauty. I appreciate this music, relaxing jazz. very soothing, very comforting. I appreciate candles, right? How it just turns a whole room into something different, just from that natural lighting of the fire, that fire element, right? I'm grateful for that, guys. Okay, I'm grateful, for Bloomful Within Love. Actually, I feel like Bloomful Within Love has played a role in saving my life, helping me to, continue to heal and grow and ascend in a time where, had I not been in that ascension or creative mode, some of the darkest hours and things that I faced and seen, I may not have been able to come through, right? So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the high vibe, followers and viewers and subscribers, people who are sincere folks out there that don't mean me no harm or, my son any harm or what I do, and, really come in and bring in positive thoughts, or, those who sincerely come in to get something helpful. I'm grateful, because if it served somebody, then you know what? That's my bliss. It's actually my bliss. It served somebody, it served but one person, then you know what? I don't need to know them. I don't need them to put my name in, billboards and all of that. It's just knowing, I'm grateful in this moment. I'm grateful for my ancestors. I am grateful for my spirit guides. I'm grateful for source, the ancient ones, the high vibe, evolved, frequencies and ascended masters, Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, and so many different ones that, forerunners, man, and played a major role in the process for me and continues to play a major role. I'm grateful. I'm in this moment. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for Doris Marlene Osby, my maternal grandmother, who is one of my primary fighters in the astrals. And I'm grateful for her support and all that she shares, and the truth about everything, coming into the knowledge of the truth of her versus the illusions and the distortions of the 3D and everything else. I'm grateful that she on my team. I'll tell you that. I'm grateful to have that energetic backing. Eyes where minds aren't, that allows me to be able to sit in a state of rest. I'm grateful for them, they help guide me out of murky water. They guide me out of Sodom, man. Sworn by snakes and predators, posed as friends, family members, helpers. I'm grateful for them navigating me away out of hostile territories and hostile environments. I'm grateful in this moment for this place that they put in place for me, and the support that they had here waiting for me, so that me and my son didn't have to lay on the floor, and kind of rough it. They set it up in such a way that we were able to get such support right away, because we started from scratch. I started my life all the way over. I left everything and everyone behind. I walked away from everything I had built, everything that I had attained for the most part in Sodom, to create a whole new world. And I'm grateful I did that. I was met with such support and helping hands, and I didn't have to sell my soul for it. I didn't have to trick for it. I didn't have to do anything hurtful to anyone for it. So I'm grateful. What are you grateful for, folks, tonight? I'll try. I still haven't had a chance, y'all, to get all these videos up. I've had a busy day, and there's a lot of energy going forward, but I'm gonna try. I know by tomorrow for sure. By tomorrow for sure. Okay, sometime tomorrow, Monday, I'll be able to have, so all day you guys will probably see uploads coming to YouTube. Just back to back to back to back, okay? And that's because I've been behind and I haven't had a chance to upload all these videos that I do here, okay? So, hell, I'm grateful for technology. I'm grateful for the networking, the connects I'm starting to get. I'm grateful for the lessons I've learned. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for water, you know, just clean water. I'm grateful for crystals and, metaphysics, and for being an open person to even be receptive. I'm grateful for that receptivity. I'm grateful for that open mind, because it's not a regular, not everybody has it. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for new beginnings, strength. What are you grateful for? I'm just sharing all my gratitude right now. I'm grateful for, I already said, Source Creator, Gaia, gods and goddesses, heavy hitters that are a part of my team. I'm grateful, every last one of them. I'm grateful for, knowledge. I really am. Knowledge. I'm grateful for the wisdom that can only be gained through living and learning, because some people living but not necessarily learning. I'm grateful for that wisdom, the wisdoms that have come from some really heavy, tough lessons, but having learned some, really, really learned. I'm grateful. I'm grateful, y'all. The simplest things in life, man. I'm grateful that I could actually be alone and it doesn't freak me out. You see, I know that there are people who that's an uncomfortable feeling outside of numbing out. If there's no booze, drugs, or sex or something to kind of distract the pain. But from dealing with the pain, I'm grateful for having dealt with the pain and being okay, and actually more than okay. I know a lot of people say a lot of things just because, well, it seems cool. You know what I'm saying? It's consolation prize. But for me, that ain't the case. I actually thrive. This is why I smile at people's attempts with certain things, because I've learned how to thrive alone. And once someone learns how to thrive alone, it's good luck with trying to get them stuck in something crazy, because now they know they can live in power, having not needing to be necessarily connected always to someone in the 3D. So I'm actually grateful for solitude. I'm grateful for solitude, you guys. I'm not afraid of solitude. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of not always having somebody on my shoulder, on my arm. I'm not afraid. I'm grateful for not being afraid, because to me, that's a big deal. Grateful for not being afraid to be alone rather than being in something that I'm not happy with. I'm grateful for finding beauty and bliss, being more than okay, like actually enjoying myself. Like, go figure. Like, have you ever wondered? It's beyond. I'm all right. I'm all right. No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I've come to a point of enjoying. I enjoy because I found me here. This is where I found me. This is where I tapped into the real me, not the me that I had been conditioned to be by my family and society. Me. The me that's been here eternal. Me. a side of the fuck shit, the pain, the trauma, the drama, the illusions. This is where I found my voice, my creativity, my spunk, my edge. And not just simply being a Stefford wife. Stefford wife. Stefford wives, Nicole Kidman. Matthew, I forget his last name, Sarah Jessica Parker's husband. Old school movie, Stefford wives. When I became unplugged from being a Stefford. Hello. Right? When I tapped into my authenticity, this is where I started smiling, even through pain, even through disappointments, even through irritants, even on frustrating days. It's still where I started smiling, and my smile was legit. Because I knew who I was. I wasn't selling out, wasn't selling my soul out for 5 minutes of attention. I wasn't selling out no more. I wasn't selling out pretending like I didn't see what I saw. I wasn't selling out anymore. I wasn't saying something just to appease a group of people no more. Even though I had to suffer many things and many misunderstandings, I was able to sleep with peace and to feel good about me because I wasn't selling myself out. I'd stopped pretending. I stopped allowing. If people were not treating me properly, I learned how to walk away. Once upon a time, that wasn't the case. That's not how I was conditioned. I was raised under narcissistic rule. So I was conditioned to think it's okay for people to disrespect you. For people to not care about your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions. For people to run over you, lie to you in your face, and expect you to sit there and act like you don't know it. That's what I was raised in. That is my family. From there, I only continue to co-create different versions of that with people in my life. Church folks, friends, lovers. Sorry about that. It froze there. Still technical difficulties, but listen. The more I embrace my authenticity, I'm grateful for this. It was a process. It was a process. It is a process, but I'm grateful for embracing the authenticity that went against everything that I was conditioned into. Everything, and I mean everything. Everything. Until I started dealing with that, like the rest of us humans, we keep recreating our story that we come from, whether we know it or not. That's what that trauma bond is. That's what that Stockholm syndrome is. That's what all of that is. Right? I'm grateful for the support and the strength to help me to walk into authenticity, no matter how painful it was initially. No matter what I had to lose or let go. And should I say, I'm not going to say lose. I'm going to say what I had to release in order to be able to be in my authenticity. The more I did that, the more I smiled. Even days that were rough, you start feeling good about yourself again. You start feeling proud of yourself because you're not perfect, but you start feeling better that you're not cutting yourself short anymore. It's like, I don't know how to, it's the healthy sense of pride. You know what I'm saying? When you know you stood in your truth, you didn't let somebody run over you, you told somebody, you told them something about themselves. You know what I'm saying? You told you spoke your truth, you lived your truth, and created healthy boundaries. In some cases, not even so much about what's said, but just being able to make a choice and mean it. You get into a place of feeling grateful for, like, oh, I don't need to make a big speech about it. I can actually just do it. And it will speak for itself. And I've become grateful for that, because oftentimes, we're conditioned a certain way. And then because of our conditioning, we have, those that have been around us and that we have been connected to, there's a pattern, right? So just like with our children, and sometimes it ain't about what we've said to them 1,000 times over. It's about what your action is. Can you enact your words, or are you just huffing and puffing and stomping and, huff and puff and blow their house down? Or can you actually do it? I'm grateful for having that assistance from my guides, and the strength, the wherewithal, the dedication to my path, to my journey, to my own inner child, because it's an honor to her too. To no longer deal with people who are dishonorable to me, yet expect some type of a kindness from me, right? It's to her, letting her know that she's important, you're important, and I'm going to do the best I know how with my guides to put up a healthy boundary from people who only come in to exploit your energy. And tell them, kick rocks, motherfucker, if I have to. If I have to put people in a place. But cutting people off and staying clear of those type of individuals that are sharky and predatory and snakes. I'm grateful for that, because once upon a time I didn't have that. I wasn't raised that way. Okay, the culture don't even really support it. Culture, belief systems, and a whole lot of things condition us into thinking, abuse is okay. As long as somebody didn't slap you across the head or threaten your life. And that's just erroneous. It's wrong. At least it is for me. I'm not here for that. I'm not trying to fit a role or a template, or to be somebody's rag doll or abused to fit somebody else's bruised ego. I'm done. And I'm grateful to be done. I'm grateful to have taken people off pedestals, taken them off, down, where they need to be, down. They're not superior. Those programs, you ain't superior because you have a penis, you ain't superior because you make $100,000, you ain't superior because you managed to get somebody trapped into a connection with you, you ain't superior because, you know what I'm saying, you done stole this and that, and so you created this illusion. You're not superior. You're not because you're this color, this complexion, this race, this ethnicity. You're not superior. We're not superior. See, I broke that one. No. I treat individuals based on their treatment of me. You want honor? You better show yourself as honorable then. You want kindness? I better show enough to see some kindness. You want honesty and transparency? Well, I recommend you do it. Because if I smell fraud, I'm not giving you truth, because you're not truth. If I smell deceit, I'm not giving you transparency, because I smell deceit. And I'm grateful, believe it or not, you guys, I'm grateful for that. That's a strength. That's a balance. That's what gets us back into balance in the universe. Equal give and take. What you put out, you get back what you get. That balance versus you're being this integral person, this honest and open and sincere person to people who are full of shit. That's not balance. And there are people who wait to exploit those types of energies. I had to learn that. That's that Hioka energy that kicked in for me. Like, absolutely not. They are lying to you. Don't tell them shit. They're lying to you. They're still in a deceptive energy. You don't owe these types of people nothing, okay? And I'm grateful for that tonight, because once upon a time I would have felt obligated to spill my beans and obligated to have to try to clear the air and tell everything. No, not for people who are dishonest. Absolutely not, right? So I'm grateful for that. What are you grateful for? And I'm just saying all my gratitudes tonight, y'all, to hopefully get you in the vein of finding your own version of that. Because for you, it could be something totally different. But that'll help you with this full moon energy as you're dealing with all the emotions that's coming up and, all of that. What are you grateful for? You're still here. Maybe it didn't kill you. You know what I'm saying? You got away. Some of you, it could be something as simple as, I'm grateful that I actually survived and I got away. I actually got away from toxic people. I got away from narcissistic group controls. I got away from secret societies that they didn't think that they was fucking, that I knew they was fucking with me and I knew they was, and they got exposed, and that's why they getting karma right now, and it's going to be bye-bye, baby, bye-bye for a whole lot of them tonight. Or tomorrow. But that, the gratitude for that though, like, I'm grateful I'm not there anymore. I'm grateful I didn't get trapped in that. I'm grateful to see the truth about that. I'm grateful to know who my enemies are. Grateful to know who my enemies are. Because a lot of them were fake friends smiling. A lot of them were hiding. They were just hiding. But once all of that is exposed, like for me, I'm grateful to know. It's hurtful. Yes, there's pain, but I'm grateful because I'd rather know. See, that's how I feel. It may not be the thing that I had wished for. It may be unfortunate, but to me, I'm like, well, I'm grateful to know because now I know they're a fake fuck. Now I know it was my own blood. It was my own kin. Now I know. Now I know it was the Reiki center that pretended to care. Now I know. Now I know it was, the exes of my ex. Now I know. Now I know them doing the spell work the whole time. Now I know. Because see, I know that's in my case for sure. Unfortunately, counterpart don't know that. It's a part of why he's been stuck in his life. He's been had hoes doing spells for a long time. And once they found out about me, and they know about me, they really started doing it. That's always the case with these types of journeys. Divine feminine, divine masculine. Once that's discovered, then here comes their obsession and here comes their spell work. But they hide behind working at hospitals, taking care of children, and like I said, see, people caught in illusion and tricks and not wanting to believe that it's those very ones that they're actually connected to are the ones that's doing the fucking spells. Been doing it. My counterpart has several. I can only imagine the karma these people are living through and about to and will continue to till they die. But I'm grateful to have the knowledge, though. See, where I'm going with it? When you know, then you become free. Because it's like, I ain't confused. I know exactly what the fuck. They tried to create confusion around me, but I know, and they can all go to karmic hell together. Together. Because now all bets are off. All bets are off now. And I'm grateful because that's just liberated my life. This is why I've been feeling lighter lately. It liberated me. Giving me new hope for a new and brighter day of shit that ain't crazy. You know, when we start looking at it like that, and even with the pain, it's like, man, but shit, you finna be free though. How about that? Shoot. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to deal with their ass. You know what I'm saying? If you done found out motherfuckers was on some dumb shit, including family, now you know, keep, you like, yeah, stay away because you will go to jail. You fuck with me. Or I'm going to go to jail, one of the two. When you find out, you know, it gets you in that vein of, I don't have to play the game. I'm not finna dilly-dally. When you know who your enemy is, you do the nod, you do the tilt, and go, all right, light team. All right, now I know? Cool. We ain't even got to sing a song. We ain't got to do no meditation, nothing. Motherfucker, like that. It changes to get down. You don't sit and wonder and sit and scratch your head, and you start knowing people are trying to manipulate divination, and you start knowing that people are trying to, like I said, with the new Ascension upgrade I got here recently, it's like, oh, so now I know how to be able to tell when people trying to hijack. You know what I'm saying? When people, they're trying to hijack, you know, a reading or trying to manipulate the divination, when I picked up on that, I was like, I could actually tell that. That was another upgrade I got. So when you start figuring out that, oh, people could try to hijack, especially people who practice that dark stuff. They could try to hijack a reading. They can try to hijack, you know, lucid dreams and astral travel to try to get certain messages confused, right? Yeah, here recently when I got up on that, I was like, oh. And so I'm grateful for that. And I was telling my light team, I was like, okay, let's do this. This is what I want. I started setting some other intentions. I was like, okay, cool, good. This just gave me another upgrade. So now this is what I want to happen when they do this, this, and this. Boom. I went playing. Because I was like, no, we're not doing that. We're done. We're not doing that. So that's, to me, knowledge, strength, power, spirit guides working with us. Spiritual ascension, I'm grateful for. Oh, that's a good one. I wasn't always saying that because them dark nights of the soul, you know what I'm saying? When you go through those initial ones, you know, that rabbit hole, you know, it's like, fuck me today. I wasn't always saying that. But now, I'm grateful for it because I feel like my ascension also saved my life. Because people knew who I was long before I knew, and been trying to kill me for a while. Been sending death to me for a while. Okay? For a while. Me and my son for a while. This was ill-advised. They know it now. Some of them, and some of them are about to find out. See, but I didn't know. Isn't that funny? Like, I didn't know. But as I started ascending and separating, I'm grateful for that. Be grateful for the hermit mode, okay? Don't despise the hermit mode. The hermit mode just may very well save your life, okay? The hermit mode is going to help you to clear your energy. I said this a while back. Sometimes we must separate to get our head on straight. Because when we're convoluted and crowded with people all the time, it's a very mixed energy. And sometimes it's hard to tell what's what, especially if you're screwing people. So it's like you got people in your space, you got people in your bed, you got people like this, you got people over there, you got all of this convolution. Sometimes we need to even limit, you guys hear me say this, be mindful, follow your guidance. I had to do it. There was a point where my guides would have me pull away from looking at too much readings and things like that, because every reader, again, I had to learn like everybody else. Everything in this life has a polarity to it. Anybody can get a trade and a skill and a craft and a certification. You don't necessarily have to be a divine being. You don't even have to be somebody that's trying to heal. That's the way this world is. And just because somebody's got a certification or a deck of tarot cards or a church or a following or a this or a that, it doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean they're awakening. Doesn't mean they're even a lick of healed. Because you can't be hateful and do hateful shit to people and call yourself healed. I don't think so. So when I learned that, hey, you're convoluting your energy. I don't care if it's a Reiki Center of America. If the motherfuckers, okay, if they talking, if you sense condescension and some spiritual narcissism in there, then raise your eyebrow up then. I don't care how long it's been there. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I know there's been a lot of little breaks in these connections here. Sorry about that. Bear with me. I wonder what is the voice effects. I want to try that. What do we have? I want to try it. Anyway, so, all I'm going to say is find something that you can really voice and get into the emotion and the feeling of gratitude about. And I'm just talking and naming the things in which I am grateful for. Okay. Grateful for knowledge, grateful for the hermit mode, grateful, for realizing that, not everything is glitter is gold. Grateful for being able to learn how to read and discern energy and not just base things on, they got a label, they have a title, they have a business, they have a building, they have a following, they have, money, they have a certification. I mean, anybody could learn something. And this is something that serves us to kind of just go ahead and grab, as long as we're on this earth, especially in the times that we are in, anybody can get a certification. Anybody can learn anything. Anybody can pick up a trade, anybody. And so this is why I'm grateful for learning how to gauge energy, not just the 3D, not just a skill. Because see, these things are skills. And as a human being, we all have access to. So just because somebody knows how to play with energy, it don't mean they're divine. I'll tell you that right now. Because they're not divine if they're doing wicked shit with it. You hear me? Hear me good. Hear me good. So learning how to pay attention to all of that kind of stuff. Okay? They got a platform. So there's kids that have platforms. I mean, if we're just looking at those things in and of itself, so hell, they could have copied and pasted everything they got. People do that. Hello, because people were stealing my shit and doing it. So I'm grateful for learning that, hey, follow that gut, man. Follow, learn how to pay attention to your body and not just take things at face value because they're smiling and they're singing kumbaya, or they have a presentation in a certain way, but you do feel some eerie energy. Why do you feel that way? See, I started questioning things and went into the hermit mode so that I could find out. And that's where power came for me and continues to. Because I don't care how stuff look anymore. And I don't care how they can smile from here to kingdom come and have I don't care, man. They can give me every possible compliment and flattery. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to gauge energy. I'm going to gauge how a person talks to me. I'm going to gauge their body language. I'm going to gauge how they look at me. I'm going to gauge their voice inflections. I'm going to gauge all of that. I'm going to gauge the words they say. I'm also going to gauge the words that they fail to say. And that's going to tell me a whole lot, and as it would with you all collective. Okay? So invite yourself to, as you're feeling your feelings tonight and doing some self-care and your release plan for this moon energy and your intentions, or however you do this for yourself, as you go through that, then before you shut it all down, if you can, and if you're guided, then get to that part where you go, okay, and now that I've gone through all of this and I've allowed myself to express and feel all of this is what I'm grateful for. And that's what I want to go to sleep on. I want to go to sleep on the vibration of the things that I'm grateful for. And just thank yourself. Be grateful for you. I'm grateful for me. Be grateful for yourself, showing up for yourself. I'm grateful that my guides helped me to show up for me finally. Okay, where there was never people showing up for me. Not really. Everything had some weird attachment, control tactics, something toxic, something slithery and sneaky behind it. So I'm grateful to have been able to show up for me and my son. To be able to fight for us and our right to be here, our right to have a happy life, our right to be free and healed. And so I'm grateful for myself in that way. Be grateful for yourself, showing up, okay? Showing up for you when everyone else, if they can't get some shit out of you, you know how that goes, right? They can't control you, exploit you in some way, right? Finally showing up for ourselves the way we kept trying to show up for people. I'm grateful for being able to turn all of that beautiful love energy that I've attempted to give many, turning it back to me and my son, showing up for us. Because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. People go on their way. People got their mindsets, their attachments, their weird things, and so forth. Turning that energy back and saying, I'm showing up for me and mine. I'm showing up in a healthy sense, right? And be grateful for that. Because, hey, if you don't love you, if you don't fight for you, I know they say who would, but that's not altogether true. Not altogether. But I rather look at it like, how can we expect it? How can you expect it? It's about that journey to self-love in a healthy way. You want to be loved, love the self, respect the self. Like, see, it always goes there first. Oh, I'm grateful for this. I'm so grateful for this. Because the more we allow ourselves to be disrespected, the more we're going to keep creating disrespectful things. The more we hang on to that type of stuff, the more we're going to continue recreating it. We can cry and say all we want, but the more we just keep choosing it, keep staying in it, keep allowing it, keep pretending like it ain't there. And, you know, as long as we live in that energy, that's about all we're going to keep recreating. But when we start standing ground, when we start cutting, we're sending a big old wave in the universe. We're sending a vibration. Okay, it's not just the words. It's the energy, it's the frequency, it's the inaction. You're sending a vibration to the universe that this is not matching me. I'm not going to accept that. It's a vibration of I honor me. So now bring in something honorable. Okay, I'm not standing for this. This is why I laugh at how even times, you know, my own past, as well as any other person, you know, you can't, it just doesn't, we have to see it play out though. We have to literally see it for ourselves. It's like, okay, yeah, no, it ain't gonna work like that. Sorry. Can't hold on to crap and then get something beautiful. You got to get rid of the trash. You got to get rid of the trash. You got to take out the trash. You got to take out the trash, man. Trash being your mindset, your beliefs, your views, your perceptions, your habits. Trash being people that you know don't mean you no good, but yet you're holding on to them. Trash being people you know done you wrong, yet you're holding on to them. Trash. Okay? Being able and willing to get rid of the trash. All right? All right, you guys. And be grateful for what you release. Cry your tears. Do what you need to do for honoring your emotions, your experience, but set an intention to get into the gratitude, neutrality and gratitude, because you have now made space and room for that you truly desire and that you truly deserve. Okay? I send you guys love and light. Namaste.